What up, y'all? So, story time, a little business related story time. So, obviously, you guys know that we have moved fully into our nutraceutical line. We have been gaining a lot more traction. It's been a much better road than dealing with our drinks. And you can watch all of our old, videos to learn more about that. But, no point in looking backwards. We always look forward, right? So anyways, we've been doing a lot of work. We've been doing a lot of exhibitions. We actually have a big talk for some of our doctors in Kisi coming up in July. And we've gotten into two of the big hospitals here. So now also for the month of July, it is going to be a lot of heavy speaking to all the doctors in these different hospitals so that they're aware that our products are now listed in the pharmacy within the hospital. And again, y'all, it's been a lot of work. We've also signed on two big wholesalers who have finally come on board. These are wholesalers that while we were working with the drinks, they ignored us. We would go there so many times and it would be like, yeah, no, get out of here. Nobody wants you. Who cares? Now that we've switched over to here, we have now gotten on board with Elmart Wholesalers in Eastleigh, which is the largest one within their community in Eastleigh, as well as Nila Pharmaceuticals in Nairobi, where they also have quite a big reach within the country. So it's been very exciting. And during that time, we talked to like a lot of doctors and getting them to put them in our clinics and stuff like that. But y'all, let me tell you something. I don't mind going out and talking, putting myself out there. I'm fine with rejection. No really just means you have not found a way to say yes to me yet. I don't think no should be the reason why you stop to do anything, right? So I'm fine with that, right? I'm fine with pushback. I'm fine with all of that. But one thing I cannot deal with is just overt, blatant rudeness, just because you might think that because you're a doctor, I don't know, somebody when you got your degree also gave you a separate degree that said you are a god amongst man and you can act and do it any way you want to because you're a doctor. I don't believe that. I've never believed that. I will never believe that. Okay. I come from a very long line of doctors. Like in my family, we got one of everything, y'all. Okay. Go on and list in the comments. Do you have one of these, Rita? I bet you we do. I've grown up with doctors. All right. I've worked in doctors' offices before. I've worked with pharmaceutical reps before. I have been to the hospital. That's been my whole background. It is kind of weird that I ended up being a lawyer instead of a doctor, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, I've been around a lot of them. And I've got family who are rude as AF as well, who think they're somebody. Anyways, we got this one doctor, and I'm not going to mention her name, okay, but she is in Bamburi. And so if she ever watches this, I am talking about you. I am definitely talking about you. I think there's something a little bit off with her. I've worked as a lawyer for a long time. I worked with a lot of mentally ill people, and sometimes mentally ill people, they have their eyes look a bit different. For those of you guys who have worked with mentally ill people, please co-sign with me in the comments, and you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes those ones who've got a little bit too much, their eyes pull a little bit tight. There's a weird glassy look. Sometimes it's a weird off look. Anyways, this lady got it. All right. Now, I've ignored a lot of the way she talks to me, right? A lot of the way she talks to me because she's got quite a big hospital in Bamburi. Bamburi is growing quite a bit. And so why not, right? Now, last week I was in Mombasa for work for 2 weeks, all right, 2 weeks. And I had called all of our doctors there in Mombasa to let them know I'll be in town. If you can see me on a Tuesday or a Thursday, that would be helpful. Just let me know. Now, I've called this doctor a few times, okay? And she doesn't respond back to me. She doesn't say anything. Okay, fine. You're just so busy. Okay, you're not that busy. Anyways, I actually don't think anybody is ever that busy except for the personnel and staff in an emergency room. And that's it. I don't care how busy you might think that you are. You've always got time for something that is required of you. It's just that simple. Anyway, so leave her. I go back to Diani. Diani, for those of you guys who are not familiar with Mombasa, it's a further down, but you've got to cross over like a river inlet, and then it takes some time. Sometimes you can be stuck on that ferry for hours. Sometimes you're off of it, in and out. So it really just is whatever you end up dealing with on the day that you're there, right? You can't even predict it. So for me, I just wanted to get all of my work done, so I'm not going back and forth across this ferry and wasting hours of my time, whatever. So the doctor, she doesn't call me back, fine. Now, Friday morning, she calls me early, Friday morning. I have a patient who's here who needs 3 pieces of Mesteady. No problem. But now I'm in Mombasa. All of my stock is in Nairobi. So I was like, listen, let me coordinate with my staff in Nairobi. Let me see if I can get it for you for Saturday. I said, if I cannot get it for you for Saturday, I am returning back to Nairobi on Saturday. I will have it to you by Monday. Well, I need this right now. So can you or can you not do it? Okay, again, madam, let me call my team. Let me see what I can do. I'm going to call you right back. Hang up, call my team, waiting for them to let me know if it could be delivered by Saturday. During that time where I'm waiting for them to call me back, this lady calls me again. And it's like, excuse me, dear, didn't I just ask? Now, for me, I don't like it when you throw dear out, honey out, or you want to use my whole government name, okay? Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to say something without saying something, and I'm a direct person, right? Just go on and say what you're saying. I don't like going around in circles, so now I'm not sure what you're thinking, and you're just saying whatever. I'm not good with it, whatever. So she calls me, and I said, listen, I've heard you. I believe you heard me when I just said to you, I'm going to call you back because I have to wait for them to let me know because it's not my transport company. Well, you can use G4S. You can use Wells Fargo. Thank you so much for all of your suggestions, but I'm going to be using what I'm comfortable with. Thank you so much. Now, it will be coming to you. She hangs up on me, y'all. She hangs up. Now, like I said, I can be a lot of things. I am a lot of things, okay? I'm a lot of things. I can be a very abrupt person. I could be a real bitch, but I'm a real polite bitch, okay? You're always gonna see me, please and thank you, you're welcome, hi, good morning. I'm always gonna give you something because I'm a polite bitch before I have to get in. Whatever. So she hangs up on me. I ain't say no nothing. Whatever. So my guys tell me, yes, it can be delivered. It'll be delivered on Saturday. So I give them all the addresses. This lady an hour later sends me another address to send the goods to. And it's like, man, my rider's gone. Then I tell her, I said, well, these are the phone numbers I've given them. And she was like, well, you'll have to give them another number because if I'm in church on Saturday, I'm not going to be able to pick up the phone. Again, y'all, I understand how you worship and how you do that is important. However, if this is your business, you better figure out a way to pick up the phone because you're the one who requested it for your customer and you're the one who decided to go to church. It is not now incumbent upon me to figure out where you might be in your city while I'm in a whole nother city because you don't want to pick up the phone. To me, that doesn't make any sense. Now, if it makes sense to y'all, hit me up in the comments and please tell me how that makes some sense, but it don't make no sense to me. Anyway, so whatever. Fast forward, Saturday comes. Don't hear from her. So I was like, good. Everything probably went smoothly. And I've used this transport company before and they do really good service, like literally door to door, and it's cheap. Okay. So I was like, great. Sunday comes, y'all. This lady calls me on a Sunday at 8 p.m. Now, if y'all know me, y'all know Sunday, don't call me for nothing. Don't call me. Don't come looking for me. Don't come asking me for nothing. Unless we have a prearranged plan for something, I don't deal with nobody on a Sunday, ever, okay? And if I do, it's because you fit within what I need for that Sunday. If that means I need some chilled out, beautiful vibe, nice view, and I can be myself on a Sunday, great. But if it's gonna be something where it's stush, tight, or all of that, I'm not gonna do it, right? I'm not gonna be engaged in anything I don't like it. So anyways, listen, point is Sunday, don't be calling me, let alone calling somebody on a Sunday at 8 p.m. It's just like, again, to me, it just shows a real lack of self-awareness. But like I said, I think she's a little bit off anyways. And then afterwards, it's like, she's definitely lacks full self-awareness. Anyways, fast forward. So I don't call her back. Monday, she calls me at 8 a.m. So I was like, oh, what happened? She was like, well, I never received my goods. And again, in my mind, I'm like, why would you call me on a Sunday at 8 p.m. to tell me that you didn't receive your goods when you knew you were going to get them on Saturday morning by 10 a.m.? Again, a lack of self-awareness. So I was like, well, I don't know what happened. I wish you would have told me earlier, but let me call them and find out. Fine. She hangs up. Called him. I said, hey, what happened? He was like, yo, do you know how hard it was to get in contact with that lady? This lady didn't give us the right address. She didn't do that. And in my mind, I was like, yeah, it sounds exactly like her. I was like, but you've got to deliver it to her because it's her stuff and she needs to get it. They were like, fine, whatever. So now I call homegirl again. I said, hey there, doc. I've spoken to them. Here's their number. Can you call them and you can coordinate? Well, why should I have to call? Because you're the one who wants the stuff, ma'am. Yeah, well, I called them on Saturday and the number was not working. Okay, well, I just spoke to them and they're expecting your phone call. Well, when I called, the number was out of network. Oh my God, can you please call them, doctor? Please. Like, we need your customer to get the goods. I just spoke to them. Please call them. Bro, she hangs up on me. Click. Okay, fine. So now, y'all, it's 1 for that Monday. But she got 2 because it's that Friday. She already got 2 on me with hanging up on me, all right? Fast forward. Now I call them. I call her. I ask her. I was like, did you get any, like, the stuff? She was like, what else do you need from me? All right, look, ma'am. I'm just trying to make sure that you called them and that everything's coordinated. It's fine. It's done. Click. Hangs up on me again, y'all. 3. Okay? 3. 2 for that day on Monday. 1 from that Friday. So I'm sitting here and I'm out here with my girlfriend on our morning walk to get some exercise, and I'm starting to get heated because it's just like, I don't deserve any of this, like, at all. You don't have any right to speak to anybody like that at all, especially when you are definitely accountable for the messing up, right? Fine. So then I didn't say anything. Now we are done. Finish up the walk. Like an hour and a half later, I just call her again to confirm, like, listen, make sure, bro. She literally answers the phone with a grunt, not even a hello. And she's like, what? Hiya. Okay, well, I'm just trying. And she was just like, well, I'm a customer too. And I said, exactly. So that's why I'm trying to make sure that you are getting your things the way that you were supposed to. There seems to be a mix up. Literally, y'all, I'm talking to her. This cow, click, hangs up on me a 3rd time. And I was like, and done. So she gets her delivery. She doesn't call to confirm she received the delivery. Doesn't say anything to me. I called the transporters. I was like, were you able to get it? They were like, yeah, it's gone. Fine. So then in the evening, I wrote her a note. And I said, let me read to y'all what I wrote. Because again, I feel like I'm polite. But the whole point of this video is sometimes you've got to be able to stand up for yourself. And you know what? Not all business is good business. If it's going to be that you're dealing with somebody who thinks that they can talk to you any kind of way, they can throw you around, push you around as though that you are not a person and that you are not deserving of basic human dignities, we ain't never gonna do business together. I don't give a shit. We ain't never. I hope your little hospital burns to the ground. Anyway, so I wrote to her. I said, afternoon, I've confirmed with transport company that the goods were delivered to you. You're welcome. We look forward to your continued business. Moving forward, please let us proceed with mutual respect and professionalism. Anything less will not be tolerated. You hung up on me 3 times, which was neither deserved nor warranted. Understandably, everyone has bad days, but that does not excuse such rude behavior. I do hope the rest of your week is productive, and please give me feedback from your patients. You know what this lady wrote back to me? You are so uncouth, and I don't want to do any business with you. You know what that tells me again, y'all? This is a lady who is completely self-unaware and does not think that how she acts in the market is rude, unprofessional, and undignified. So you know what, y'all? If we've lost out on that deal working with her, we've lost out on that. You know why? Because can't nobody talk to me or my team as though we are nobodies in the market. We've got fantastic products. You as a doctor have got a duty to ensure that you've got good quality products for your patients. So I hope to God our products work for that patient. That stupid woman has to call us back, or that man goes somewhere else to find it, because you're losing out on business because you're mentally unwell and you've got a problem. So am I snitching and telling? Yeah. I hope she listens to it, because this is for you. And for the rest of my Tosha tribe, what do we know? Don't start no ish, won't be no ish. Speak to us with respect, you will be received with respect. Speak to us as professionals, you will also be treated as a professional. We've got really good stuff here. It's fantastic, and I don't need that nonsense. So, note to self. Anyways, Tosha Tribe, hit me up in the comments. Tell me, how would y'all have dealt with it? Because I know I'm real direct, and I know I'm very direct for like 99% of Kenyans, but sometimes it's like you're out of control, because I guarantee you this lady talks like this to everybody. And because of the way this hierarchy structure is set up here in Nairobi, those people who she talks to really badly, they never say anything. And I'm probably one of the first few people who's probably just told her, it's like, you can kiss my ass. You could go on and take all of that. You could keep it to yourself, keep it for the next guy who's fine with you talking to them like that. But anyways, there's always better ways to do things. So hit me up in the comments. Let me know, what could I have done better? What could I have not done? You know what I mean? Anyways, let me know. Thanks, Tosha Tribe. Bye.